What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. The one and only Sky Blackwell. Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Click the like button, like this video. I got this bundle of seeded grapes from Chile. So click the like button for Chile. Click the like button for God. Like this video for the seeded grapes. Yes. Today's message is more information about the seeded grapes from Chile. Seeded grapes, product of Chile. I'm about to split a grape open to show y'all what it looks like. Seeded grapes. It's about dedication and consistency. Dedication and consistency to God. To our life purpose from God. So, boom, as I open it up, you can see the seeds right there inside the grape, seeded grapes. Dedication and consistency is important. Here we go. Seeded grape, alkaline. You can see the seed right here. Seeds, that means it's life. It's natural, it's complete. As you can see right there, it's natural, it's whole, it's complete. It's alkaline, it's gonna give you total nutrition. So yeah, seeded grapes, they're good for us. They're excellent for us. Yes, seeded grapes. Seeded grapes are excellent for us because they're gonna raise our pH level. Seeded grapes will help to detox mucus and inflammation from the body. Right now, I'm breaking my fast with these seeded grapes. It's in the afternoon time now, about 1 p.m. This time, I cut my fast at about 16 hours, 17 hours, probably around 17 hours liquid fast. Sometimes I do it longer, towards 24 hours, or sometimes around this time. But yeah, it's about 17 hours. I've been eating good, I've been taking care of myself, and I love to replenish myself with natural alkaline foods, so dedication and consistency, I'm breaking my fast with grapes, seeded grapes, not seedless, which are incomplete. No, I got seeded grapes from Chile, and yeah, that's something that I've been consistently doing. I've been eating lots of seeded grapes for years. That's been helping me to improve my health. Instead of getting junk food or fake foods or processed artificial foods, fatty foods, knowing that that's going to clog me up and make me sick and fat, I'm staying disciplined, I'm staying dedicated, I'm staying consistent with this nutrition. I am a 9-year highly alkaline plant-based vegan. I'm a 9-year plant-based vegan, highly alkaline, since 2017, and I'm sticking with it for life. I'm committed to this vegan alkaline diet for life. So that's why I love healing myself. I love staying focused. I love staying dedicated, disciplined, and consistent because I'm seeing the results within my life and within my health and well-being. I feel better, I'm healthier, I can think better, I have better clarity of mind, I'm more grounded, I'm more awake, I'm stronger, I'm wiser, I have better stamina, I have stronger, more powerful energy, and I'm able to live in a more graceful, peaceful way. You know, I'm not out here rushing around starting drama. I'm not out here with a bad attitude on a low vibe. No, I'm floating high, you know, because I'm fueling my body with the best that God has for me. You know, I'm staying dedicated, I'm staying disciplined, I'm staying focused, and I'm being consistent, you know, with my workouts, with my fasting, with my food choices, staying strict. And I'm praying, I'm meditating, I'm spending time in nature, and I'm distancing myself from toxic people. I'm distancing myself from demonic energy. You know, I'm staying away from fake people, and I'm protecting my peace. You know, I'm choosing to be surrounded by energy that celebrates me and sends me positive vibes, you know. So that's why I love making sure I'm able to control what I can eat, you know. That's something I'm able to control for sure, what I'm gonna eat. I'm making those wise, smart choices and decisions, excuse me, to stay healthy, you know. And yeah, seeded grapes, like I've done a lot of videos, you know, these are from Chile. The seeds, it helps to cleanse out our colon. You know, whenever we digest the seeds, yes, it's good for us. The seeds are good for eliminating parasites, eliminating bowel movements, eliminating, you know, stuff that we need to digest in our colon. Waste is going to flush it out by eating grapes. So it's grapes have a lot of vitamins. Grapes have a lot of vitamins and antioxidants. Grapes have a lot of minerals, vitamins, antioxidants, and nutrients. Good for our blood, good for our heart health, our cardiovascular health, you know, will be improved by eating seeded grapes. Grapes will strengthen our immune system, you know, so like we'll be able to have better vitality and a stronger immune system by consuming grapes, you know, instead of eating instead of eating junk food. Instead of eating junk food, you gotta eat seeded grapes. It will help flush your body out. Even with sneezing or coughing or using the restroom, seeded grapes will help flush you out. Excuse me. I just dusted over here, so. But yeah, seeded grapes help flush the body out regardless of who you are. You know, like I said, I've been 9 years vegan, 9 years highly alkaline vegan, and I've been seeing my body detox in different ways over time. You know, with eliminating mucus from my body, I've been able to eliminate mucus from my body, clean up my gut, clean up my digestion. I've been able to eliminate, you know, inflammation, you know, so my skin, my face and everything is much more younger, more vibrant. And yeah, like it's been a cool process. So yeah, even sometimes if you gotta cough up mucus, it's part of the detox. Or if you have to sneeze, it's part of a detox. You know, you're eliminating, you're releasing, you know, toxins. Using the restroom, you know, going to the toilet, you know, whatever you're expelling or releasing, you know, that's part of life. That's part of naturally living, you know. Make sure you're doing it in a healthy way. But yeah, it's not glamorous, you know. But yeah, like grapes, seeded grapes, these are an excellent source of fuel, you know, for our body. Like I said, like, it's gonna help clean out your gut, you know, all that junk, all that waste, all that heavy trash that's in a lot of people's belly and a lot of people's gut, you know, grapes is one way to help start eliminating waste from your body. You know, how you can get a slimmer waist, how you can lose weight, how you can clean your colon, improve digestive health. Grapes helps out with that. And it's also good for your circulation, your blood flow, good for your immune system, your heart health, cardiovascular health, you know, good for your skin, and good for just cleansing the body. You know, grapes are phenomenal. Like I said, seeded grapes, that's what you really need to go after. You know, you can find them at an international market, you know, a lot of Mexican markets and, you know, other international markets, they have great selections of, you know, seeded fruits such as seeded grapes, you know. So seeded grapes, this is a recommendation, you know, shout out to Dr. Sabi with the alkaline knowledge. But yeah, seeded grapes, do that instead of getting donuts or a bunch of chips or a bunch of candy or a bunch of, you know, pancakes and french fries and alcohol and milkshakes and apple pies. Instead, get you some seeded grapes. You know what I mean? Seeded grapes, like, this is true nourishment. I've been doing this. You know, you can check my videos on my playlist, my vegan food playlist. You can see I've been eating seeded grapes and I love seeded grapes. You know, I've been able to change my mind and change my diet, change my stomach, change my cravings. So I crave healthy, pure, clean fruits and vegetables and herbs. You know, like, whereas the old me would have already been trying to eat, you know, breakfast at 8 a.m., you know, a bunch of waffles, pancakes, you know, bacons, eggs, sausages, you know, donuts, you know, different snacks, you know, bakery stuff, you know, other meats and stuff like that, you know, biscuits and gravy, all that stuff. I used to always love that because that's all I knew growing up, you know, being raised like that with the normal Western American diet. You know, I was on that for the first youthful part of my life, the first early parts of my life. And then I woke up and, like I said, now I'm 9 years vegan, highly alkaline. So I no longer have that craving, you know, for bad food. You know, when I do eat, I'm going to eat right. You know, I have a lot of plant-based, vegan, alkaline choices, you know, but grapes, that's part of my bread and butter. You know, I feel great. I feel at peace with eating grapes instead of eating a bunch of candy bars, lollipops, you know, popcorn, soda, you know, hot dogs, corn dogs, sausages, steaks, you know, biscuits, buckets of chicken, stuff like that. That's heavy, that's low, it's poison, it's bad, it's an acidic frequency, it's gonna weigh you down. But I noticed whenever I started improving my diet, eating examples such as grapes, seeded grapes, you know, I'm feeling better. I'm not aggravated, I'm not agitated, I'm not, you know, always angry, you know, because my vibes are positive. My vibes and my heart is clean, you know. I'm vibing high. And the main part is my food choice that's been improving my karma and my energy. You know, I'm closer to God, and, you know, I'm staying dedicated, I'm staying consistent, and I've been seeing the results. So invest into your health, you know, get some seeded grapes and watch your life change. Make that small, simple choice, that small, simple decision. Hey, I'm going to get seeded grapes instead of getting a whole bunch of junk food, a bunch of pancakes, a bunch of waffles, a bunch of, you know, donuts, you know, bacon, turkey, all this stuff, you know, fast food, french fries, ice cream, instead of eating all this stuff and processed snacks, processed chemical foods, you know that stuff is harmful. It's designed to make you sick. It's just fake food. It's just cheap and quick, but it's gonna make you sick. Yeah, that rhymed. Sky Blackwell, eternal authenticity. So you gotta slow down and make better food, diet, nutrition choices. It's possible because I've done it in my life. I've been able to build up the discipline and courage within myself that I'm committed to this new plant-based alkaline vegan lifestyle, which I've been on for 9 years. And, in the beginning, it was harder. It was way harder. It was something new, and I'm always going to be growing and learning. But to make that first change to rise up to a new level, I had to really keep being hard on myself. I went at my own pace, and I'm always going at my own pace, but I had to be like, hey, I really want to become healthier. I really want to detox. I really want to show more compassion. I really want to change my energy for the better. So I need to do the work. I can't be making excuses. I can't be saying, hey, instead of getting grapes, I went to go get some burgers and wings. I went to go to a fast food restaurant instead. Or I went to go get a bunch of snacks, munchies from the gas station instead. Or, hey, I went to go get some alcohol or milkshakes and soda, or a big pizza and a buffet instead. No, I have to hold myself accountable with everything, but especially with what I'm eating. Since I'm going to eat for the rest of my long life, I need to make sure I'm eating right. I'm eating responsibly, so I'm able to enjoy this life of longevity with a high quality level of peace within me. So step by step, things will get better. Step by step, you will notice the changes in your health by consuming a better diet. I've seen it. You can check my progress. You can witness my transformation. You can see my metamorphosis on my YouTube journey, but it's that dedication and consistency. That's the reason why, I have been growing. That's the reason why I'm still here, so strong. I'm so healthy. I'm so protected. I'm glowing bright. I'm shining. I have real, clean, righteous energy. I have powerful, wise, electrifying energy because I've been doing the inner healing work, the not so glamorous work, the work that most people avoid. I've been putting in the work that most people, they make excuses, they hide, they run away, they can't be bothered, they want to just do what everybody else is doing, but no, I had to spend time with God alone and get to the bottom of this. I had to do this research, and I had to do this trench work, in the darkness, when there's no spotlights, when there's no crowd of people cheering me on, when there's no, money, when there's no love, no woman around. I'm here having to make my own meals, my own vegan alkaline meals. I didn't have a woman. There's no woman around. They just come and go. So God been teaching me to love myself alone. You know what I mean? In the darkness, putting in that work, treating people right, staying clean, staying tidy, taking care of my hygiene, serving people, producing, even when there's no recognition, even though nobody's telling me thank you, or wow, you've helped me so much, or nobody's showing up in real life. No text messages, no calls, no real life visits, no apologies, no type of real accountability from anybody else, despite me being accountable It just taught me to love myself alone. You know, that, hey, let me just make sure I'm being accountable for my own life. Other people, that's their life. That's their karma that they're going to have to deal with God, you know. But me, I'm going to make sure that I'm doing my best alone with the right information, and I'm going to let everything else fall into place. I'm going to allow everything else to come together for me, you know. So that's why big choices such as food, nutrition, diet, that was something that I had to make sure that I grasped, and that I'm becoming my best, and I'm staying disciplined and strict, and I'm always aiming higher to keep staying on the right path, you know. And the food, the nutrition is so important. It's essential, you know. So I recommend it. Take care of yourself by eating more seeded grapes, more mangoes, watermelon, avocados, oranges, apples. You know, this is your true health care, your true natural medicine, you know, from God. Grapes, you know. So this is something to think about. Stay dedicated, stay consistent, stay disciplined. Great things take time. So that's why I'm always trusting God's timing. I'm never giving up. I'm showing up. I'm putting in the work. So thank y'all for listening. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. Order my 2 new ebooks on Amazon Kindle, Alkaline Healing Herbs for Success and Supreme Healing Wisdom by Sky Blackwell. These are 2 new ebooks available on Amazon Kindle. These are the most top tier, ultimate premium detoxification healing remedy Bibles, you know, for serious herbal detox wisdom, and also the alkaline recommended fruits, the vegetables, the herbs, the recommendations of the top tier true alkaline list of what to eat for you to seriously heal and detox. I got all that powerful information and wisdom in these ebooks. You can check out the links below in this YouTube video description. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. Order my 2 ebooks. You can schedule and book a consultation with me. The link is below in this YouTube video description to schedule and book a detox consultation with me. I will give you the serious knowledge and wisdom, and I will coach you, I will counsel you, I will guide you to losing weight and detoxing and leveling up in your health journey, your wellness journey. Find a way to reach out to me. You know, the links are below in this YouTube video description and on my social media. You can follow me on Instagram at Eternal Authenticity, at Eternal Authenticity. Send me some positive vibes. Send me lots of money, lots of cash. Sow some seeds. Send me some offerings. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle. The links are below in this YouTube video description. Sky Blackwell. And yes, support my music. Check out my new songs, my new beats on all platforms, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, etc. Have more coming. But yes, you can check out the links below in this YouTube video description. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. Check out my social media. Check out me on Instagram, on YouTube, Threads. And yes, I'm happy to inspire. I'm happy to uplift other people. I'm happy to serve. So yes, y'all stay blessed. Take care. Click the like button, like this video, and stay disciplined. Stay disciplined, stay consistent, and stay dedicated to doing right and becoming better in God's image. Much love. Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Peace.